What's happening? Huh? Oh, I just had another vision. These visions are making no sense. I thought after a few days they would just go away. Perhaps I should investigate these visions. Besides, I have a feeling that the Star Emeralds and the new hedgehogs we've met are connected to these visions. This is where we were attacked by those ghosts on Halloween, and where we first met Zero. If I use the Chaos Emerald as an energy radar, I can see if Zero left any trace of his aura when he was last here with us. This hallway seems to have a trace of Zero's energy. However, the energy trace is too little to sample. Hey, we battled the mystic that possessed Silver in the underground area of the house. Zero's aura should have left a bigger trace down there. I should check it out. This is the deepest area of the underground region. I'll use the Chaos Emerald to draw out Zero's aura trace, then sample it. Alright, let's do this. Chaos Control. Good, I've sampled the aura trace that Zero left behind. I have one more thing to do, then I'll head back and analyze everything. This is the exact spot where Tails discovered the Star Emerald. The atmosphere of this area feels different than last time. It's almost as if time in this area of the forest has changed. My suspicions are becoming more and more clear. I should head to Tails' place and see if I'm right.
So Shadow, you went to places and gathered items and found clues to your theory? You believe these clues are connected to the appearance of Rachel and the others we've met, and the Star Emeralds.
And you want me to analyze your clues and information to see what I can confirm from it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If the data you analyze confirms it, then my theory might be right.
And what is your theory, Shadow?
My theory is that something is wrong with a space-time continuum. Something on the worldwide scale.
What? You believe that events are related to the space-time continuum, the very natural order that governs overall time and space of the universe?
Wow, if you really believe that the things we've been seeing are also affecting the space-time continuum, then I'll analyze the items and info right away.
Good, me and Silver will head back home, and when you're finished, come back to ours and tell us what you found out.
Alright, I'll get to work right now. Hey, Sonic. Sonic, wake up.
Tails? Knuckles? What are you guys doing here?
Sorry for waking you, Sonic, but this is important. I need to speak with you, Shadow and Silver, right away. It's an issue on a dramatic scale.
You sound pretty serious. Alright, I'll get Shadow and Silver and we'll talk.
So Tails, what did your research tell you about Shadow's theory?
It's really bad. After looking at all the information and running some tests, I discovered that there's a massive rapid distortion in the space-time continuum.
Yeah, and it seems to be growing more and more by each passing day. So you're telling me that something is disrupting all of time and space in the universe?
Well, not the entire universe, but the dimensions between Earth and Mobius. At this rate, the time around Earth and Mobius will completely stop and the space around our worlds will forever be distorted. Both worlds will be locked in an eternal darkness and be forever paralyzed.
What? It could be the end of all life for both our worlds. There's got to be something we can do.
First, we need to find what's causing the event in the space-time continuum. I strongly believe that this distortion is not a natural event. I think that someone is causing it. What? You think someone is causing the distortion? It would take someone with a lot of power to cause a distortion in the time-space continuum.
Yeah, if someone is causing this massive distortion, then we have to stop them. But how should we do it?
I think that the distortion began in Mobius since we've been seeing new hedgehogs. And the Star Emeralds and those guys we've met are linked to the distortion. Yeah, so our first goal should be to locate Rachel and others using Zero's aura sample as a radar to find them. So let's get to it. We've been searching for days, and still we haven't found any clues regarding the distortion.
I think we need to broaden our horizons and search in other countries. The distortion will more likely appear in more ancient and old areas untouched by time. Yeah, you're right. We should be looking in other countries to find more clues for the distortion. Also, it's been difficult trying to track Zero and the other hedgehogs, even with his aura. Still, we mustn't give up on our search. This is something that the whole world is depending on.
You're absolutely right, Tails. We have to pull together to overcome this event. With teamwork, anything is possible. We're the Sonic Heroes after all. We can do anything.
Yes, Sonic is right. As a team, and working as one, we can do it. We've beaten enemies and forces who tried to take over all of time and space before. As long as we have hope, unity and justice on our side, we will always win.
Wow, that was an impressive speech, Blaze. Yeah, you guys are right. With teamwork, we can win. I think for now we should address the first priority. We need all the 7 Chaos Emeralds. We'll need their power to help us.
Yeah, I agree with you. We can also use the Soul Emeralds as well. I've already collected 5 of them, since I'm the only one who can accurately track them.
That sounds great. With 14 emeralds, we can stop the distortion before both worlds are ruined. So let's get to work. Blaze, you continue looking for the Soul Emeralds. Tails, you keep monitoring the distortion and keep a look out for any Star Emeralds. We already have 3 Chaos Emeralds. Methyl stole the 4th emerald from the tournament. And Eggman has the 5th emerald.
That leaves only 2 Chaos Emeralds left to find. We need to locate the last emeralds immediately. I have a feeling that both Eggman and Methyls might be aware of the distortion, and they may be trying to retrieve the emeralds. We have to get the emeralds before they do.
Thanks to this emerald, I have been able to learn about this massive growing distortion in time and space. With its power and my own, I was able to see into the future of both worlds. The distortion caused both worlds to violently fuse into one damaged world. Time had completely stopped and the space was forever distorted. It was spreading beyond to other dimensions and worlds as they began to be engulfed in darkness. I must ensure that this future will happen at all costs.
My recent setback against Sonic was all for a learning purpose. I was able to recreate my proton laser cannon, but that is not a matter of importance at this time. My Chaos Emerald has detected a massive distortion in the space-time continuum. This distortion originated in Mobius and has began spreading around the 2 planets. I can use this distortion to gain absolute control of the entire universe. The distortion has completely frozen time in this forest, and the area's space has been distorted, leaving it in darkness. The Red Star Emerald is safe with Silver and its friends. I have the other 5 in my possession. That leaves only 1 Star Emerald left. I must find Rachel and the others before I find the 7th emerald. I only have 1 month before he arrives. Huh? Who's there? Show yourself. Long time no see, old friend. It's been a while since I last saw you streak. I had a feeling I would find one of the others at this distorted area. Good to see you again. Radek.